Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, to a little bit of an impromptu video. I'll probably get this up tonight actually. Basically I wanted to look at some stuff, so I wanted to show you first. We're casual. We had a nice Victoria Beckham blazer on earlier with my nice Chanel trainers and my handy little Chanel wallet on chain. Come on guys, subscribe to the channel. We're growing, things are picking up. We took a bit of a lull with COVID, but things are actually genuinely picking up. Anyway, slightly chatty, I haven't got a lot to show you, but basically today, it's probably going to be more relevant for those in the UK or those visiting, sorry. But today, my husband and I, for the first time in about 2 years or so, we went to Bicester Village, which is, for those of you that do not know, is basically an outlet centre, but it's a good outlet centre. It's got some good designers there. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on how the experience was, because things have changed since COVID. And I'll show you what I got, which isn't masses because I'm trying to be good. Christmas is on the way. I'm buying a Birkin soon. So yeah. Anyway, so bag of the day was my lovely Chanel wallet on chain, and mine is with the champagne hardware. This was a seasonal piece. It looks like a classic, but it was actually a seasonal piece, for those of you that are wondering. So champagne hardware, which goes throughout the chain, and the caviar leather on this one is slightly finer, and it just, to me, looked a little bit more luxurious and a slight in between caviar and lambskin to me. But it's lovely. I love this. Great little bag. So I use this, and this took basically my phone, my cards, lipstick, a packet of tissues. I did at one point have a separate little shopper bag in there, but I took that out. I thought, you know what, I don't need it. They give you carrier bags, so it's fine. And some money and just some face blotting paper. That's about it. That's about all I had in there. Travelling light. I'm shopping, that's why I deliberately use this, so it's crossbody, so I am hands-free for the goods. And yeah, great bag. I love this for travel and everything. Now, because we were leaving in a bit of a rush, it was a good sort of 2-hour journey to get there. I did my makeup in the car, so just to show you this, I promise I will show you what I bought. But you know what, the background doesn't hurt, you never know, it's extra goods here to show you. So I used this, I did my makeup in the car, and this is the mini size, so not to get confused with the mini, but this is the mini bleed Hermes cosmetic case. Love this. I went for classic orange because I'm a classic girl. Unzip this, and it's got a nice waterproof lining, and in there, yes, my very beautiful, but stiff to open because of the magnet, my very beautiful Hourglass palette. So I used that. By Terry mascara, Super Goop primer. This is not in order that I used it, by the way, obviously. Hourglass stick foundation. Love this. Really good, really nice finish. You may not be thinking it, but this went on about 12 hours ago, so you know, forgive me. By Terry Travel eyeshadow. This is typically what I use on the train. Oh, before I even put that in, silk little scrunchie in case we wanted to put our hair back. Hourglass retractable brush. Love this. This is great for applying any powders. Goes in your handbag, and if you don't want to use a case, you know you're not going to get your handbag mucky. Love that. Not cheap. Recommend it though. Had it years. It's great. Oh yeah, and this is new. I got this at the weekend. A Lancome Tone Doll Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. And then to apply the foundation stick with and the concealer, I have this Charlotte Tilbury double-ended foundation brush. This is great. I use this practically every day. And then I have this lip pencil as well, which is Victoria Beckham number 2. And my lipstick was in the wallet on chain. Excuse the background noise, that's my neighbour outside. So yeah, so that's basically what I used to put everything in, and it was just great. tidying as I go. Can't help myself. And it was just great, just basically leisurely doing my makeup in the car. I was passenger, by the way, just to make that clear. I was passenger, so it was leisurely doing my makeup in the car. So we got to Bicester we got to the village at about 10 to 10. Parked up really easily. We were sort of pretty much parked outside the visitor information little shop entrance centre bit, what you would call it. So yeah, there were loads of spaces, so that was really easy. Walked in and the village felt really quite empty actually. It was really nice because there was quite a few cars in the car park. We parked easy, but there's still quite a few cars, but it didn't feel busy, so that was really nice. If I'd wanted to, I didn't, but because I knew that I wasn't going to spend a lot of money. The main reason we were going was because my husband wanted to get some polo t-shirts from Ralph Lauren, so that was the main reason for the trip. I was going because, hey, it's a day off work, get a bit of lunch out of it, and there were a couple of bits that I did have in mind, and we were successful. He did get his new white t-shirt, and not much else actually, a couple of other bits. So I didn't go into Gucci, but had I wanted to, I could have gone into Gucci without queuing. This is at 10 o'clock. Now, 2-3 hours after that, there was a queue. It wasn't horrendous, maybe about 20 people. So it was not horrendous at all, but there was a queue. That was the only place I saw a queue. Even Pandora didn't have a queue, not that we went in. So everywhere else was pretty free. At the moment, I'd say that most places you do not need to wear a face mask. In UGG, for example, they had a sign up that said they'd prefer it if you did wear a face mask, but it's entirely up to you. Fendi, however, were insistent on wearing a face mask when you went in. So for those of you that are thinking of going, things aren't fully pre-COVID, so pack a mask in case there's more stores as well that apply that rule. It was the only one that I saw that did, and we went in quite a few. So that was it. In terms of the only other things about the overall experience was, from memory from when I've last been, and I'm not a regular, so I'm not an expert on Bicester Village. I've done a few trips over the years, but in my mind, this was really noticeable more in Burberry than anywhere else for me. Before, I remembered going into Burberry and there being so much, one, it being really busy, and two, there being just so much stock. Not just amounts of items, but actual numbers of different styles of items, from coats to Macs to jumpers and shirts. And now I didn't actually buy anything in Burberry. I nearly bought a scarf, but I didn't. I didn't actually buy anything, but there were a few items that I would have liked to have bought. But on previous visits, maybe there'd be 10 to 20 items, not 4, that I would have really liked. So, and I had this view in a few of the stores. I mean, it was nice to go in and have a wander around, but I didn't feel like there was loads of stock. People that are more experts in Bicester Village might say, it's been like that for a while, Joe. But that was my take on it. So, what did I get? I'm going to do the most exciting, well, one of the most exciting things first. And this was planned. I went to Mont Blanc. Now, I have 2 Mont Blanc pens already. And I must admit, I don't reach them that much, and I think I made a mistake with them. The first one I went for was the classic Meester Stark black with rose gold rollerball. And I didn't realise this until I owned it, was that you've got to hold the lid or put the lid somewhere. The lid doesn't go on the end, or you can put the lid in the end and then you can write and it can fly off and just miss work colleagues. It does that. It's not been designed to stay on the end, so you have to sort of take it off and put it somewhere, and that does put me off. I then bought a limited edition one, which is the most beautiful pen I've ever seen in my entire life, and I am keeping. I have used it and I will continue to use it more, but it's very weighty. It's also a rollerball, and whilst the lid does screw on to the end, so it's designed for that, which is great, it is very heavy and it is very fat as well. More recently, I found myself just using a Bic biro. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm a stationery freak. You love stationery. I always had that when I was a kid. You love stationery, you love nice things. Maybe what you need is a nice thin ballpoint. So something else to go with it as well. In here, I got the Picks in grey. Don't know why I'm telling you because I'm about to show you. So let's open this up. The experience in Mont Blanc, I would say, was amazing. They were really patient, really friendly, were volunteering items that I might like, but not in a pushy way. There's this beautiful, I thought of Bestie Lorna actually, it was so her, this beautiful pale pink pen, and the end of it was about, I'm saying about that fat, so like the size of almost like a 10p piece, with a big M emblem. Not quite a 10p piece, somewhere between a 5p and a 10p. It was really quite big, and it was a stunning pen with pale pink, had a little jewel on it. It was more expensive than the money I wanted to spend, and again it was quite fat and heavy, and it was heavy at the end, so it felt top heavy, and that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted like a simple everyday. Anyway, so I've opened the box, we've got the service guide there. I open it up, here we go. So this is budget, Mont Blanc budget. I'm not pretending it to be anything else. But look how pretty that is. I just love the colour, and I just thought it would go so well with my Kelly. I originally was thinking of getting a white with gold, which they didn't have. They had white with silver. Then they had this grey with silver. There was like a nice green one. My second choice, see, I'm looking at this now going, this is nice, and this looks really classy. You can see the emblem on the end, and then to use it, you just simply twist and untwist. I've got no twist and untwist. I've got no lid. I haven't got to worry about a lid. The lid's there. It's attached. It's a really, I've got not massive hands, but it's, you can see it's not too thick. It's just lightweight. It's exactly what I wanted. It's going to go into pen holders. Obviously not Louis Vuitton agenda pen holders, but yeah, normal size pen holders that you get on notebooks. It's going to fit in that if I want it to. However, I did get to go with it this, which is, again, I went for the basic because I prefer it. This is actually grey colour. It looks a bit more black on camera, but it's actually a dark grey, like Saffiano leather. Simple pouch. So pen, if I haven't got a notebook with a pen holder, you know, there it is in the pouch. I have one of these in black that I've had for years. I got with my original Mont Blanc. Love it. I don't want something that's going to clip and zip or anything. I want to just get my pen out, she says. It'll loosen. I just want to reach in and get my pen out. So that's what I got in Mont Blanc. That was my main reason for going. It was discounted on normal retail, and then an extra 10% off that they were doing as well. Now they have been running a private sale, and I got quite excited by that. And I look at brands, it says, oh, Mont Blanc is, you know, doing the private sale, and it's, you know, to 30% off if you, yeah, 30% off, and then up to 40% off if you spend over 400 or something, and blah, blah, blah. And that went up with the differing amounts. I thought, oh great, that's really good. Not so much. It was basically particular items, and a lot of stores were doing this in the private sale, you know, in Bridgewater. They say it's a sale, but it's actually, and every store differed. So some stores are a blanket 10, 20, 30% off the unit price. Other stores are like 30% off, but just this very small select range of items here. And then other stores were, say, 10% off if you spend £50 or more, Molton Brown. So, very different. Basically, go in and ask, become a privileged member, get your code, and if nothing else, you can earn points. And points mean prizes. So this is my other hint of the day, because I didn't realise this until I got home and checked my emails. So when you scan, you know, even if the code doesn't give you any extra money, it does earn you points. And so scan in as you pay. And for example, I've earned, which is valid until the end of December, so it's not wasted, I've earned a lemon and sugar crepe. I was very excited by this. I love crepes, and lemon and sugar is what I have. I'm a simple girl. I've got a simple taste. Lemon and sugar, extra sugar. Brilliant. I got to the end of December. Maybe I'll have to go back. Yes, I would go back for a pancake. I am that person. The other thing that's only valid until the end of October, so I doubt I'll be able to take advantage, was a free item from Sarah Chapman. I think it was like a choice of a few items, like an eye mask. So like I say, not a high value item, but it's a still free item. So I wish I'd read that before I'd gone and I would have picked one up. Anyway, that was that. So that was a hint that I thought I would give you because they didn't have that on my last visit. So yeah, very happy with my Mont Blanc purchases. That was the main thing that I wanted and the most exciting thing that I have to show you. I then, we had some lunch, which was very nice. I went to the farmer shop. Menu not as nice as it was when I went previously, but again, I think everyone's recovering from COVID. I then went into, I just popped into Karl Lagerfeld. Well, it's just nicer from Jimmy Choo, but it was still really expensive, about 30% off. Went into Karl Lagerfeld. Like I say, on a different day, if I wasn't saving and I wasn't trying to be good, I would have bought more than I have done. Yeah, so I just got a t-shirt, so I'm going to unwrap it and show you. I didn't even try it on because my husband was like starting to have enough by then. We'd just eaten, so I just literally ran and had a look. I had this in mind. If they didn't have this, I was just going to walk out empty-handed. But you can see, this is just the classic, and I'm a crazy cat lady. This is just I just wanted a white tee, classic, I got extra small, with obviously Karl Lagerfeld on one side and the cool cat on the other. And I just wanted that. I was, yeah, obviously don't know the guy at all. Didn't, you know, quite sad when he went, but to me he was a bit of a style icon, and I just fancied having a t-shirt from his brand. So I got that in Bicester. Why not? Then we went to Bridgewater. I'm very excited by this. This is actually a Christmas gift for my parents, so I'm not going to unwrap it. It's all wrapped up, but I got them a few items there. And what I will unwrap and show you, because I know that's annoying, sorry, but if it wasn't for someone else I would show you. It's wrapped so nice and so helpful in there. I love their bags, how pretty is that? So I got myself something for Christmas, basically. And you'll see when you look at a future video of mine, the last thing I need is mugs. Last thing I need is mugs right now. But I love my Emma Bridgewater Beagle mug that Bessie Lorna got me. I was going to get another one if they had them, just in case. I'm paranoid about dropping it. I thought if I get an extra one, then I've got a replacement. Because I love it so much. And they didn't have any, they've stopped doing them. But they may well come back. But anyway, I got this because I thought at Christmas time, I've always got a mug in my hand, basically. I guess just drip feed me tea. But I wanted a festive mug. So I got a jolly, holly, festive mug. So yes, that was reduced as well. Okay, not in the private sale because that was just the dog ones that were pretty much, and then some sunflowers and whatnot. It was nice, perfectly nice, just not what I wanted and not what was in there, but that's how things go. And that was it, and then we came home and the home journey was a lot quicker than we were expecting. Wow, I've spoken a long time about like 3 items. Sorry, anyway, I thought that I would just give a bit of a flavour for what Bicester Village is like at the moment. The lady in Mont Blanc, that was oh so helpful, really was a good experience that, and they had a lot of choice. I was very focused on what I wanted, so I didn't spend a long time browsing the store, but that was good choice in notebooks and things as well. But she did say that it's typically quite quiet during the week, so that's the other hint as well, is if you can, then go during the week. We took a day off work. I've got enough annual leave to do that, and I thought actually it's quite nice to have the middle of the day off. And the dog was in daycare, so we didn't have to worry about him, so he was having the time of his life playing with his friends. So yeah, so that's it. If anyone has got any questions, then do let me know. We went into a number of stores. Like I say, I genuinely didn't buy a lot. Maybe if Bessie, Lorna and I do a future trip, we'll be more productive. But yeah, we definitely were not in the market for handbags or anything too posh. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Any comments, let me know, and I will see you very soon.